Welcome to week 5 of the Adult Weight Management Project. This week we're going to be talking about exercise and what's right for you. As we discussed previously, you don't have to exercise to lose weight because simply by decreasing your caloric intake by 500 calories a day, you could lose 1 pound a week. However, we also discussed that if you burn an additional 500 calories per day, that your weight increase could or your weight loss could increase to 2 pounds per week. Many people don't like to exercise. Often when you're overweight, you don't feel like you have the energy, you feel like you have the stamina. Many people have to actually force themselves to exercise when they start a weight loss program. But if they develop the habit of exercise and get into the routine of exercising on a schedule, then by the time they finish a weight loss program, you can take their exercise away from them. And in case you're wondering, it takes 21 days to develop a habit. So by the end of the 75-day weight loss challenge, you should have several new eating and exercise habits that you will benefit from. Healthy People 2020 publication by the Department of Health and Human Services has guidelines for and recommendations for activity. And what it says is that all adults should avoid inactivity. For substantial health benefits, 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity or 75 minutes per week of vigorous aerobic activity or an equivalent combination of moderate and vigorous intensity aerobic exercise. It says aerobic activity should be performed in episodes of at least 10 minutes and preferably spread throughout the week. Goes on to say for additional and more extensive health benefits, adults should increase their aerobic physical activity to 300 minutes a week of moderate intensity or 150 minutes a week of vigorous intensity aerobic physical activity or an equivalent combination of moderate and physical activity. Okay, so what we already know is that a negative energy balance plus exercise equals optimal weight loss. And if we cut 500 calories from our diet and burn an additional 500 calories, we can exercise, or we can lose up to 2 pounds per week. One of your handouts that you have includes a list of activities and the number of calories you can burn with each activity. So what you need is to go through this list and pick 1 or 2 activities that you think you would enjoy and start doing that activity on a routine basis. And at this point in the program, you've already probably done some of that. Even if you're only able to do an activity like walking for 10 minutes at a time, you're burning calories. And as was noted in Healthy People, the guidelines, research that you can do it for 10 minutes at a time. And research shows that exercise doesn't have to be done for long periods at a time to be beneficial. That 10 minutes will add up by the end of the day. There are rules you have to go by if you're going to exercise and make it stick. The exercise has to be enjoyable. You have to like doing it. It has to be safe. It has to be cost effective. It has to be time effective, and it has to be habit forming. So why should you exercise? Well, increased physical activity helps increase your basic metabolic rate. It helps you burn calories, and when you do this, it contributes to weight control. Exercise increases your muscle tone and strength. Exercise increases overall good health. Exercise helps prevent chronic disease such as heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, colon cancer, and many others. Exercise helps you feel good in general. Helps decrease your risk of dying prematurely. We're going to focus on walking. That's one of the exercises, or that's what we've been focusing on in our program here. The advantage of walking is almost everyone can do it. It's free, it's easy, it requires no additional equipment. You can do it indoors, you can do it outdoors, you can do it anywhere. There's minimal risk for injury. Walking can be done for short periods that are cumulative, like your 10 minutes at a time. And when you walk, you're burning extra calories. Walking also helps us release stress and anxiety. It strengthens back and leg muscles. It strengthens abdominal muscles. It slims the waistline. Walking helps lower your blood pressure, it helps reduce your cholesterol, it helps increase stamina and energy levels. So you're beginning to see there's a big benefit to walking. Going or moving right along, walking also is easy on the joints. It helps reduce your appetite. It slows down bone loss and helps prevent osteoporosis. It's easy to do when you're traveling. You can go walk anywhere, but the bottom line is walking works. Now, there are a few disadvantages to walking. A few people cannot do it, but there are other things they can do. And often the weather interferes with walking. This is when you might want to consider a treadmill or something that you can do inside. Guidelines for walking. First of all, if you have any health concerns, you should consult your primary care provider first. And you have a handout on this. You always want to make sure you wear comfortable clothes and shoes when you're walking. Dress for the weather. Some people walk all year long, no matter how cold it gets outside. You want to stay hydrated. You want to drink plenty of water. You want to walk at a pace where you can walk and talk at the same time. It helps to prevent injury if you can do stretching warm-ups first. If you're a beginning walker, you know you're going to be sore after your initial walks. One way to help prevent that is to take a couple of ibuprofen before walking. Then you've already got some pain medicine in your system. More guidelines. You want to walk facing traffic if you're on a road. If you're walking after dark, you want to make sure it's a well-lighted area, that you have reflective clothing on, that it's a safe area, and carry a flashlight. They even have those little flashlights now that are like a headband, and you don't have to use your hands or anything. When you're walking, head erect, good posture, look about 12 feet in front of you. You don't want to fall and get injured, something like that. Swing your arms, walk naturally, walk at a brisk pace, and all these things help you burn more calories. Okay, this has been kind of a short presentation today. We've kind of discussed some of the advantages of physical activity and adding it to your daily routine. You know that you must choose an activity that will be enjoyable for you, and we've focused on walking. If you haven't participated in some type of physical activity, I encourage you to start doing so. And you're always welcome to come join the Saturday walks that we've been doing. Okay, so that's about it for today. Next week our presentation is going to be on weight and how it's related to chronic disease. And I will take any questions that you have now. Thank you.